are back here on Girl Talk, and I tell you what, we're just a bunch of wound up young women today, aren't we? We really are. It is all about us today, so we're kind of excited about that. Home Builders Association, we definitely want to talk about you.
Yes, the Home Builders Association, we just gave out our Education Foundation scholarships this past week. Anyone can apply, any seniors. This year's obviously closed, but for next year, you don't have to be a member of the Home Builders Association. We give out 10 scholarships to children in Beaufort, Jasper, and Colleton County.
Take notes, Davis Lentz.
Exactly. Well, you know what's funny? All of my kids all got scholarships that really helped when they went to college.
Yeah,
They're
my oldest
so,
did too.
Oh my gosh.
It was essential.
Yes, any little bit helps out. We're always taking donations.
Okay.
They are, tax deductible. We are a 501c3. And
do you work a lot on Home Builders Association?
Yes, I do.
There's all kinds of fun stuff going on with that too, isn't there?
We have the golf. We have a golf committee where we have in August we have our golf tournament every year. That's huge. That sells out very quickly. That is members only.
Right.
We have the Heritage. We usually have a hospitality tent or a hospitality suite on the 18th green. And every single thing that we do, a portion of whatever money is raised goes to the Education Foundation.
And for me, the Home Builders Association is a great place for credibility. I mean, if you ever have, don't you think if you ever have a question about anything?
Yes, you can call them. They are always there. They have availability online. You can see everything. Anybody that's a member is supposed to have it has their business license, has their insurance. They will help you find specific, whatever your needs might be, they will help guide you in that direction. They're also an advocate as far as our community goes to lobby for us or to try for different things like business licenses.
Exactly,
and,
that's
represent us all the way up through Washington, the Home Builders Association, the national.
What a great entity.
We were talking about, really during the break, we were talking about affordable housing. And I do a lot of work with that through National Alliance for Mental Illness. And we were saying Osprey Village for development of disabled adults is coming up too. And
where's that located? Bluffton?
It's going to be
in Bluffton.
Right. And they've worked tirelessly since I think 2009 to get this. And I think it's really interesting. We're a pretty open group. We need affordable housing though, don't you think?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you buy or rent?
I rent.
Do you buy or rent?
I rent.
Is that hard? Is it difficult? Is it easy? Because I just had a friend of mine who's trying to rent, and it's been a real struggle to find things that are cost effective.
Yes, very, very much so. Especially as the market sort of shifts and people are questioning where to price things, whether it's a home for sale or a rental. There's a lot of guessing involved, and then someone sets the tone, and the prices all inflate.
I was going to say, is there gouging? How does it? Is there a limited market? What is the criteria for putting a value on rent? I've always wondered that.
That's a great question.
I don't know.
I think we're just picking a number.
Okay.
And the property managers, there's so many in the area. I think it's really important that you find one that's really trustworthy, comes with great recommendations.
Yes.
Because you're going to be dealing with that individual or company the entire length of your lease.
Okay.
And there are some out there that are not honest.
Based on your experience now, because you guys have rented quite a bit, and I know you've had to move,
multiple times.
Right, exactly, and that is not easy. A lot's involved. It's not just sign a lease and move in. You've got to line everyone up.
Yep.
What are some criteria that you would look for now in choosing a rental agent, or choosing a real estate company, or choosing, a property manager?
Probably one that just comes with high recommendations from a
Recommendations
credible
and
source.
Reviews?
Reviews.
Reviews?
And picking out that, and then also looking at their inventory, checking the pricing on their inventory.
That often leads you to your property manager because
Correct.
you see a home that suits you.
Right.
Now, if someone says, okay, this is going to be $2,500, I would think in good faith, do I say, can we do 2,000? Is it just like a home? Can you negotiate? Is that?
I don't see any reason why.
I would want to try to get the best.
I always try to negotiate, but that could be perceived, positive or negative to a property manager, depending on who you're dealing with. But in this market, you really have to, because there's a lot of really high prices.
Once you rent, Do you sign one? Listen to me talking to the
I
round
know.
girl. You should have a little business here. Do tell me. Once you rent, do you sign a year lease? Can you sign a 3-year lease?
I think it depends on who the property manager is and what they offer. I've never signed a multi-year lease. I've re-signed leases, but I've never signed a multi-year lease.
I've always wondered about that.
I signed a 2-year when I first moved here, and I continued to live in that same place for 5 years. And
did
just
you
kept
really?
renewing. But yes, and the terms of the lease are also something you should negotiate in addition to the price.
Okay.
And that goes on both sides. The landlord may want to negotiate, a certain move-in date or, some type of maybe a longer lease. And
Right.
sometimes then it can offset the price, because if you're willing to sign for 2 or 3 years.
Oh, it might. Well,
That's
yeah,
that
that's
can
a
be
good
part of
thing.
negotiating
So
for
it's a
lower, not
negotiating.
increasing. Yeah.
Gosh, I am so old. I haven't rented in so many years. Do you get to paint and do all those things that you want to do?
I think that depends on the lease as well. Some of them are more open and some of them aren't.
Yeah, I've had
So-
ceiling fans installed, and the owner was actually
Thrilled.
really open to that, and it was going to enhance the home and the value. So
there's something to be said about renting.
I don't know if we could bring you in to
Right,
decorate.
right. That might be stepping above and beyond.
Maybe.
I love it. It's kind of fun doing All About Us. Anything else we want to talk about us today?
I love your shoes.
I love it. Yes, we got new shoes
I had to
today.
sneak in your shoes.
Exactly.
When you
exactly.
came in looking so tall, and I was like, oh, it's the shoes.
Well,
Shoes almost as tall as me today.
Well, we
right?
always laugh because
I
I'm
know.
always in my tennis shoes.
And I'm usually like
Exactly.
looking down at you.
Well, it's actually a treat to talk to you. It's wonderful to have a
Thank
chance
you.
to kind of revisit and really learn not just about the businesses that we represent, but a little bit about what you guys do too. So thank you. We want to thank all of you for taking your time to join us here on Girl Talk. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.